Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be reacting to Queen Naija, telling her side of the story to just everything that's going on. Excuse me, I went to work, came home early, and I've just been lounging around the house, and I decided to go ahead and do this reaction video. Remember to subscribe to my channel so that I can show you guys my hair routine and how, my curls I do. Thanks.
What's up, Queendom? It's your girl, Queen. I'm back with another video, and I'm sure from the title you can already tell it's going to be a story time or something of that sort. So, first of all, it's been a lot going on. A lot going on. I've been getting ready to drop my album. I've really been trying to just focus on that because this is a very big moment in my life. It's my debut album. Like, this is my dream. Like, I just want to put my full focus on it, you know? And so I've been busy with that, but as you guys know, there's been some other things going on as well on the internet, and if you know, you know. I wasn't going to come and make a video or say anything because truthfully...
Can I just take a minute to say that I love her lashes? Like, they are popping. Sorry, guys. But yeah, her lashes are super cute.
If I ever came back to my channel, or when I came back to my channel, I wanted to just come refreshed, and I don't know, I just hate that, like, every time I come and do a video, I'm always like, it's always something about some drama, but I always feel the need to, like, just tell my side of things, just because when you don't explain your side of the story to a situation, you give people more room to make assumptions that aren't true. As y'all know, it's been a whole situation with the exes going on, and I seen the very last video. I watched it, and I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you guys. I felt bad. I really did. I didn't feel bad because I'm guilty of anything that she was insinuating that I did, but I felt bad because, first of all, that's just how my heart is set up. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just super, super nice. And as a woman, like, I could feel it. Like, I could feel, you know, where she was coming from. And I've been in a place like that before where, you know, I was heartbroken, or, like, you know, something like that. I don't know if she's still heartbroken, but I don't know. But I just feel like I wanted to come here and just basically give you guys my point of view of things, because I feel like, in a way, my character could be misinterpreted or misconstrued. And I have a brand. I'm a singer, and I don't want to be looked at as, like, that kind of person that maliciously just does things to people. And I also have a family brand. I have a family brand. I have 2 kids. You know, we got the Royal Family channel, and I think I have every right to come and clear my name as well, just like everyone else.
Sorry, I'm on Snapchat.
I need you guys to understand the place I was in when I first ever spoke to Clarence at all. It's been said a lot and continuously that I cheated, and I was doing something sneaky, but truthfully, you guys, of course, I was legally still in a marriage, but it was a situation where, like, my ex, Chris, he had already been moving single, like a single man, for the longest. And you guys know that if you follow my story. You guys know that after the situation that happened with the 3 girls who came and exposed him for that.
And to be honest, I remember all that because I was following them. Like, when I started watching YouTube, like, 2 years ago, or like 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, like 3.5 years ago, whatever it was, I remember. Like, everything that she's talking about right now, what she just said, I remember. I remember the whole situation. I remember when the 3 girls came out. Like, I remember all that. So I can vouch for Queen right here. I remember
that whole situation. After that, I even, like, stayed and stuck around. Truthfully,
she did. She stayed and she stuck around. I also remember her, like, even after she found out, like, after the whole thing with the 3 girls came out, and, you know, all the cheating allegations and everything like that. I remember Queen, she did not leave. She did not leave Chris. Like I remember she tried to work it out. She wanted them to go to church. I remember she was doing vlogs. One time she went to church by herself. Like she really wanted to fix her marriage. She did want things to get better. I remember I was watching. I was following her. I'll never forget one of her last vlogs where like she broke, like she had they had went to church. She went to church because Chris was supposed to go, and she said Chris ended up not going. She went to church. She vlogged it. She came back out, and she sat in her Jeep because she was driving that white Jeep. She sat in that. Excuse me. She sat in that Jeep and she cried. Like I remember, no cap. Like I remember. So I know like she's not capping. She's not lying. I literally remember.
I stuck around because, for one, I didn't have my own money to leave. I wasn't prepared to leave. I just didn't have my own stuff. Like, my credit was super low. It was just so much going on where it made it very hard for me to leave. And plus, you know, we had a son. So when I messaged Clarence, it wasn't like in a sneaky kind of way. But I was in ATL, and this was during Hurricane Harvey. We had went to Atlanta to escape the hurricane.
I remember that too.
Chris and me, we wasn't even like really together.
Nope.
We probably did like maybe one video as a group when we was like in the house with Janae. But we wasn't really together when we went to Atlanta. He was doing his own thing, and I knew he was doing his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty much over to me. Like I feel like once someone is disloyal, they move single and they move funny and they talk to different people and like they're doing it blatantly where you know it and they don't care. It's like at this point. So anyway, when I messaged Clarence,
right, and y'all keep saying she cheated. No, she didn't cheat. And everybody keeps saying Queen stepped out on her marriage. No, she's telling you right now, Chris was moving in his own way, and I'm sure like. I'm sure you guys saw it in those videos. I remember the whole thing with when Hurricane Ivy was going on. I remember that, and they were all in the house with Janae. Like I remember in one of the videos, Queen was way on this side of the room when they were in that closet thing, and then Chris was over on that side of the room, and then Chris kept leaving out of the room, and Queen was like, "Where are you going?" And then I also remember from that video like. Queen was with Armand and Trey, and they were singing some songs or whatever, and Chris was still over on the other side doing his own thing. Like, he wasn't even sitting beside her, really, like that. So, and like, you guys, everybody keeps saying that she cheated, she stepped out on her marriage, and she was a married woman when she went and stayed with Clarence, or when she went and whatever. She may have been legally married on paper, but was she still mentally married, or he stepped out? He was doing his own thing. She tried to make it work. She was married, but they weren't together. It was like a separation. That's why she had to file for divorce. I mean, come on.
I didn't have no intentions or I wasn't plotting like, yeah, I'm about to message him and then I'm going to go see him. You guys, truthfully, I think I was scrolling. I seen Clarence on my Explore page, and I had seen him before. I clicked on his page, and it was his page. And I was like, oh, this is really his page. And I was just scrolling through, and of course, I thought he was a handsome guy. Because I had seen him before, and I always thought he was handsome. But I didn't see no girl on his page. I didn't see no girl on his page. So when I DM'd him, it was kind of like one of those things where, I don't know. Hey, let me just DM this person and see what's up. Like, not in a way to like be sneaky or like, ooh, I'm about to, I don't know. Honestly, truth be told, I don't know why I did it. I think part of the reason was just because I was just already feeling down and low and just, I don't know. I wanted to converse with someone else, I guess. That's the honest truth. Because, Chris was doing what he was doing. I just feel, I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, when we conversed, you guys seen the messages. Clarence showed it in his past video. We were talking very just like, it wasn't like flirtatious or anything. It was really just talking about what was going on with us.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, as you guys can see, I did tell him. I went into detail about what I was going on, but he asked me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he said it was getting crazy for him, and I was like, what is it? And then I said, shit, it's getting crazy for me too. And when he asked, I told him what was going on, like, and I didn't mind telling him what was going on, just because I don't know, like, it was already public. It was already public what was going on, so I was like, forget it. And I've always been a super transparent person. I can talk to a stranger, which is kind of bad sometimes. I can talk to a stranger and literally when they leave, they know so much about me. And I know that's so bad. So I want you guys to know that I didn't do that to, I don't know, get him to feel bad for me or just try to, like, I don't know. I did that with everybody, truthfully. So it's not just Clarence.
Girl,
but when he told me that he had a girl or whatever, when I was like, you know, you should start YouTube, and if you got a girl, you can prank her. And when he told me he had someone,
I just spilled my spray.
I didn't like try to say, oh well. Actually, I was like, yo, well, why isn't she on your page? Like, girls love that. You should put it on your page, like, so people can know. So I don't know. He was saying also right there that it was complicated. And it was complicated with me too. So, you know, it didn't go no further. Anywho, though, I followed him. And around that same time when I followed him, I remember getting a call from Chris. And Chris was like, why you follow him? Like, and I'm just like, what? Like, first of all, why are you even calling me, checking me? Because you're doing what you're doing. Like, you have no room to ask me what I'm doing, who I'm following, or anything.
Right. He has no room at all. Like, he was bold for even doing that. Like, really? And like that's how, like, guys always do that type of stuff, you know? And it's like it's because of their guilt and it's because of what they're doing. So yeah, he didn't have no business calling you, questioning you, nothing.
You're moving like the way you want to move. I'm gonna move how I want to move, and it wasn't flirtatious. You know, I still was explaining to him like it wasn't like that. He's gonna send us hoodies and all that stuff. And Chris still felt intimidated. I feel like because he's seen how he looked. He knew, like, I think I even like mentioned him to Chris before because me and Chris would always like just kind of vocal about. We did Smash Your Passes together, you know. Mm-hmm. So like I knew who he found attractive and he knew who I found attractive. I told him. So he had been knew that. He was like, no, fuck that, da-da-da. Unfollow him. Even though I didn't feel like I needed to do that, I did it out of respect because first of all, I didn't want no trouble in the house. We were still living together. It's not like I had my own, like a lot of money of my own to go take and go move, you know? So I just unfollowed him, I guess to keep the peace because when it got crazy with me and him, it got crazy. And it's a lot of things that you guys don't know that went on behind closed doors. It got crazy, okay? I'm not going to say anything, but it got super crazy. I didn't want no trouble, like, when we got back to the same house. I was like, okay, forget it. From that point, when we went back to Houston, we ended up going back together. I don't know. I didn't speak to Clarence anymore because I just, like I said, he had a girl. I didn't want no trouble. I didn't want to, like, drag it on.
Right.
But as me and Clarence weren't talking, like, things got worse and worse between me and Chris. We wasn't having sex. We wasn't sleeping together in the same bed. He was going out every night. He was doing what he wanted to. He was sleeping with other girls. It was just kind of like, we was kind of like roommates. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all want her to stay with him? Really? You're saying that this girl is wrong. No, she's not wrong. She didn't do anything wrong in this situation. Okay? I don't care if you agree with me or if you don't. Like, she wasn't wrong. She got out of a situation to where she tried to fix that marriage. She tried. And she tried. No one's about to just sit around and be with someone that's, you know, when their marriage is falling apart and you're out here doing your own thing, you know, with other women. You're sleeping with other women and then coming home to her. Like, no. Come on, man.
And I knew for a fact our relationship was over. He wasn't happy with me. He didn't want to be with me, you know? But I was still we was kind of just still there just playing like, I was just kind of playing like I was okay with it because, like, it was nothing else I could really do. Speed it up. Things was getting worse. And one day I think I was scrolling across YouTube and I seen that Clarence had did a Smash Your Pass video. Now, me and Clarence had talked about him starting a YouTube channel, right? And when I seen he made a YouTube channel, I was like, oh, so he really did it, you know? And when I went and watched the video, I seen him and Mod doing a smash or pass, and I didn't even know that my name was in there. I was like, yo, what? Like, and then what he said, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, I got a little offended. I ain't gonna lie. So I went to look for him on Instagram, and I found out, I seen that, like, I couldn't find him, so I went to my block list, like, yo, did I block him? And I know I didn't do it, so in my head, I'm like, okay, I ain't block him. I know who did it. So I hit him up. And I was like, I think I commented on his story or something. You guys seen it, something about the socks with slippers or whatever. And then he was like, he started talking back to me. And I was like, yo, what you said, I was just basically telling him about what he said in the video. Like, that was funny. Like, Frank's Red Hot, oh, I'm not sweet. You know, like, just kind of, I don't know, picking at him about what he said. Mm-hmm. Obviously, at this point, if he's doing a smasher pass on a bunch of girls, including me, I still didn't see no girl on his page. Like, from this, wait a minute. Actually, I think I watched some more of his videos. Yeah, that's right. I watched some more of his videos besides Smash Pass, and he was like that he was a single man. He was doing a Q&A, he was like he's a single man. So from that point, like I said, I never had seen who he was with ever before, never seen a picture of or anything. He said he was single. I felt like nigga, my relationship was over, so I was like, oh, okay, you know. So we started talking. Now, when we started talking on Instagram, like some more, it went over to Snapchat. We started talking on Snapchat. And I was still living in that house, but like I said, felt like I was just a roommate. Like, niggas was moving how they want to move. And yeah, me and Clarence was just conversating, you know, like, we got a little deeper. We started talking about things that we were going through and, like, our past. Like, I had mentioned to him, like, what I was going through in my relationship. He had mentioned to me about, he was talking about how he was going through, like, a toxic kind of situation on and off. And, like, we was, at that point, we were like, confiding in each other as friends. We never spoke about sex. We never spoke about anything. And it went from us talking about that to really, like, just falling asleep on the phone every single night. That's another thing I want you guys to know. I didn't just up and fly to New York. Like, oh, yeah, I'm about to come see you. Me and Clarence was talking on the phone, falling asleep on FaceTime every night for a good, like, I don't know, month and a half or something like that. And, like, it made us, like, you know, feel for each other a little bit more. I could tell. He would tell me how he felt, like, you know, how he felt different about me and things like that. I would tell him the same. So we started developing, like, a liking for each other and possibly feelings. Mm-hmm. Then we spoke about doing a video. We spoke about doing a video together because we felt like it would be a good money move, for one. We already had, like, fan pages of people collaging our pictures together. It was crazy, man. And, like, we was like, man, they really, like, people kept saying, I ship y'all. So I was thinking in my head, you know, this is great for my channel because I need to get my money up, you know. I had money with the Chris and Queen channel, but I don't consider that to be my money because when I left, I couldn't even have half of that. Like, he wasn't giving me half of it. And I didn't care at the point because I was just like, listen, I don't want no money or anything. I just really want to be done with this relationship, with this whole thing. Because it was draining. Like, talk about draining for years. You know, of course I smiled on camera. We did what we did for our brand. But that shit was draining, y'all. And it was a lot, like I said, it happened behind closed doors that you guys did not know about.
Draining.
So, yeah, I was like, yeah, this is a money move. Maybe I come out there and, like, we do some videos. First time I went out there, I went with Ari and Vashay and some other girls.
Princeton.
I was scared to go by myself. I didn't know what was like. I didn't know, like, we had talked on the phone, but I was still scared. It was New York. I didn't want to go by myself. But I had still made plans to, you know, go see him for the first time in person. And we seen each other. We didn't do a video that time, but we did see each other. I went back home. I went back to Houston. I was living with Armand and Trey by this time. I was working on my videos because I was just trying to get my bag up. Listen, I was trying to leave. I was trying to get my own apartment. I was going to get my apartment in Houston. Actually, I think me and Ari was talking about moving in together. When I went back to New York the second time, we chose to do our first video together. I had met his sister Lee, who had helped me out with a situation with medicine, because I had released medicine on YouTube, which Clarence also encouraged me that I should release it on New Year's, because he was just like, you should just go ahead with it. Like, this is like a new beginning for you. And I was like, yeah, but I was scared, because I knew once I released medicine, y'all, I could never go back to Chris. I was like, once I do this, it's done. Like, because nobody knew that Chris had cheated again. I kept that secret because I didn't want to look stupid. I didn't want to look stupid all over again. Like, damn, people going to say, I told you so. And I just didn't want to. So when people started asking, like, why aren't you doing a video for Chris no more? Like, why you at Trey Armand's house? Like, I didn't want to say it because I felt stupid. I felt so dumb. Like, damn, I really stayed and I looked dumb. So I made a song. I made medicine, Anyway, Clarence, and he encouraged me to release it New Year's. I released it. That happened. Somebody stole my song, put it on Apple, was getting money for it. So I met Lee. Lee was a businesswoman. And she helped me out. Like, she helped me out a lot. Then we started talking business. And I was like, yo, could you go through my emails? I don't go through my emails or anything like that. I don't know about labels. And she used to be a manager of back in the day of Nappy Roots. So, like, she had some experience in that. I kept extending my New York trip when I was out there. I kept extending it because, I don't know, it just felt so good to be there. I felt so free. I had a friend out there that, like, I really still consider him my friend. Even if I had a crush on him or liked him, I still consider him my friend. Because we told each other literally, like, anything. Like, if he was talking to another girl or texting another girl, I didn't really care. Even if I did, like him, I didn't care because we were not committed to each other. You know what I'm saying? I did not care. I wasn't, like, one of those kind of girls that try to force him, like, what are we? What we doing? Like, only talk to me. I wasn't like that. Like, and I feel like that's why he was super cool with me, too, because I was not forceful on him. I never forced anything. But I do feel like the more and more we got to know each other and be together, he felt my vibe. He got to know me more. He looked at me as a different person. I wasn't the girl that he seen on the Smash and Pass challenge. He said I had a bad outfit, whatever, but whatever. Also, the camera don't do me justice. This camera's not doing me justice. I look way better in person. Just let y'all know.
Yeah.
The people that see me in person can vouch for it. But, like, he was feeling my vibe. I could tell. I knew it. I was feeling his vibe. And we just, like, we still was keeping it, like, we still was friends, friends with feelings building. So the situation, like, with his ex, I was aware that he was still getting over a 5-year relationship. That's understandable because I was too. I'm not gonna lie. When I finally signed the divorce papers, with Chris after seeing him, I'm not gonna lie. I sat in the car and I cried. And Lee was right there next to me. I cried because, like, it's not that I like wanted to be with him. It was also like a feeling of, like, damn, 5 years down the drain, what's gonna happen next? Like, I know that relationship was toxic, but he's all I knew. Like, I'm really, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really going through my head like, dang, but I knew for a fact I didn't want to go back because it was so unhealthy. It was so toxic. And it only broke me down.
Barbara, no, I gotta redo it. You're on the camera.
Oh my God.
I just told you don't come in.
Oh, okay.
You're still there. It's too late now because I'm gonna have to redo the whole video. Sorry guys, someone walked in the room. I don't know where it was when I left off, but I'll just pick up right here.
The more and more I stayed, physically, emotionally, mentally, it broke me down being in that marriage, And I'm sure you guys could tell by just in my personality. And when Clarence met me and seen me, it's like he brought something new out of me. And he wanted to make me feel good. I wanted to make him feel good too because from what I was told, that was a very toxic situation for him as well. And I understood, man. Like, You can't just get over someone that you loved for 5 years. I totally get that. But at the same time, us bonding and confiding with each other only made us kind of closer, you know? Obviously, we did things. I got pregnant. I didn't plan to get pregnant. I don't check my ovulation. I never did that. I don't know. I just never did that because, one, I had a super bad miscarriage the year before. Terrible miscarriage, y'all. I lost so much blood I thought I was going to die. I thought that something was wrong with me. I thought, like, maybe I can have kids. And the only reason why I thought that was because even when I got pregnant with CJ, I was having unprotected sex for a very long time. And it took me a while to get pregnant. Truthfully, before CJ...
I always loved you, sunshine.
Whoa! I missed it. Can you do it again?
Yeah.
Alexa, rewind 10 seconds.
I always loved you, sunshine.
What is this place?
Only one miss.
Where's Will? Come this way! Where's he going? I don't know.
You have a light.
I can't confirm if it was a miscarriage or not, but I remember one day feeling the pain so deep. I lost so much blood.
Princeton.
And I don't know what it came from. I never confirmed if it was a miscarriage or not. It could have been. And then I was having unprotected sex more. I got pregnant with CJ after 2 years. Had complications with CJ. Me and CJ could have died. CJ's heart rate was going down. My heart, like, it was just like, I didn't know. So I was like, I'm scared to have kids. I had to have a C-section with him. Then, in my marriage, you know, I was still doing things. And I never got pregnant. I was like, okay, maybe I just can't. I don't know. Maybe just, I don't know. Then I got pregnant.
Princeton.
I had a miscarriage. Okay, so I'm thinking in my head, maybe like my body is just rejecting kids. Like maybe CJ was just my miracle baby. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, when I had that miscarriage, bro, something in me told me it just wasn't meant. It just wasn't meant. It's so crazy because I seen a video of, like, last year, I seen a video of me saying something about the name Legend. I seen a Facebook post of me saying, man, I just keep seeing the name Legend everywhere. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. It's like I was like manifesting it. Or I was just like, I seen signs. I lost the baby, but I was still seeing the name Legend everywhere. It was so weird, you guys. And then fast forward, I meet Clarence, and I get pregnant. I did not think I was going to get pregnant. Truthfully, I didn't think Clarence was telling me he thought his soldiers didn't march. He thought they didn't march because he had never had a pregnancy scare with any girl. So on my end, I'm like, okay, well, shoot, we fine. I think we slipped up one time. I never got pregnant, so I was like, oh, okay. That was our business, so we wasn't going to tell nobody that. Like, of course, people probably read into it and seen it, but by that time, Clarence was a single man. We were not committed to each other. We still had a very close friendship, but just doing grown people things. I don't know what happened on the other side of that, but all I know is, like, I was very understanding. I never planned anything out. I never maliciously moved or tried to take someone's family away, or, you know, I never did that. Like, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm not that kind of person, because, like I said, I know how it feels. I never did anything to hurt. I would never do anything just to hurt another woman. If anything, I was just going off of what I felt. I couldn't help my feelings. And me and Clarence, I think we told a story on how, like, we first told each other we loved each other. It was crazy because, like, he even felt crazy saying it, because he was just like, he was just like, man, this is so crazy. I was just in a whole 5-year relationship, but it feels like I've known you so long, you know? Like it feels like I don't know why I feel like I love you, like, and I felt the same. I was like, Clarence, I feel like I love you too. It just happened. Nobody even meant for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure though, like when you keep hanging with people, like I don't know. I just truth be told, I thought we was gonna do our video, do some more videos, get a bag. I thought it was gonna be business too, you know, and then kind of like fade away. That's what I really thought, but it turned out to be different. It turned out to be different, and I really cannot help that. And I really would never. It's not in me to be like, yeah, I wasn't even thinking about his ex. I wasn't even thinking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know her. All I could think about was the relationship that me and him was building. We was always very honest with each other, too. And we still, to this day, are very honest with each other about our past and how we feel about certain things. Like, we just got that kind of relationship. Like, we're friends, too, till this day. We're still friends. Anything that was said before, I don't know, by his mom or whatever, she didn't know me. So I get it. I completely get it. She didn't know me at all. And I was this new girl coming in. I had a kid already. She probably like, yo, who is this lady coming in? You know what I'm saying? And she already knew his ex for 5 years. So they probably had a relationship. And I understand that. You know, that's completely normal. I get that. But as she got to know me more and the kind of girl that I was, her love grew for me as well. She loves me now. She loves me.
Mm-hmm.
She loves me and she loves both of my kids. And she always tells me how appreciative she is of me, how I love her son, the way I love her son. She's thankful. I don't try to put Clarence. I try to be as easygoing as possible with Clarence. I can deal with him. I can handle him. I know what kind of man he is. He's a great man. But I know how to deal with Clarence. I know how to deal with him. And I don't know. I get him. You know? He gets me.
Wasted Sprite.
So I don't know. That's just my side, man. That's my side. I feel better because I got the clear I don't know my name. I don't know shit. Like maybe people won't even believe me. Maybe people will still be like, Queen, yeah, you still wrong. You knew what you was. Truthfully, I don't care what you guys are saying because I know my heart. You know what I'm saying? And me and Clarence, I feel like our relationship speaks for itself. We're very genuine. It was genuine. It was nothing. Maybe it started off something different, but it ended up something different. And that's just life. And that just happens. And sometimes you can't help it. And truthfully, who knows? Maybe, like, even if me and Clarence don't even end up together forever, things happen. Things happen in life. But it was never to hurt nobody, bro. It was never to take anything away from anyone. I'm all for women. Like, I make women empowerment songs. Like, I make songs about stuff. So, the fact that people are saying, oh, you a homewrecker, and how could you do that when you went through the same thing? Y'all just got to understand the place that I was in from my point of view. Mm-hmm. I wasn't going through her. Like, I'm not her. She's not me. Right. We had a different view of life at the time.
Alright, sorry, Queen. I gotta skip this one. Because I gotta go. But I'm
a very genuine person, bro. Like, I don't have nothing against nobody. I don't have nothing against nobody at all. And I just wanted to come on here and say that for myself. Hope you guys can understand where I was coming from at the time. And we're happy. We have a son together. I don't want him to grow up and see certain things.
Right. Alright, I'm sorry. The video is basically almost done. I have to cut it off. Because I gotta go get my son dinner. But, yeah. There's my reaction to this video. I don't feel like Queen was wrong. She didn't do anything wrong. She didn't do anything maliciously. Her marriage was already at ends meet. I don't feel like she was wrong. I don't feel like, she set this or she plotted on Clarence. That's just my opinion, and I'm glad that she did come on and put her side of the story out. Um, just keep doing you, Queen. Don't worry about anybody else. Just keep living your truth. All right, guys. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, Queen Vix TV. But if you search for me on YouTube, you have to put in Victoria L87 because I accidentally made that my URL like 7 years ago. And when I try changing it, it won't change. Like, I can change my YouTube name, but not my URL yet. So my YouTube name is Queen Vix TV. But like to search me, you have to type in Victoria L87. But yeah, just do all that. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 1K. Also, go over and subscribe to my son's channel. His channel's name is Life with Prince. He has 4 subscribers and I think 4 videos right now. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching and subscribe to my channel. Signing off.